Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Brie Larson is alt-right confirmed.
No, she's been canceled again.
She's been canceled again. Man, she can't catch a break.
Maybe she should have said other things she said before.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about this interesting situation. Brie Larson, she was canceled by Twitter a month or two ago over her support of NFTs.
Right. So they were mad at her before because of NFTs. And this was back in February, so a month ago.
So now she's in trouble because of the metaverse.
Right. So on Twitter, she put up this post where she has this like space in the metaverse with some place, I guess, is the place that she went with. And she has all these NFT art pieces on the walls.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are done by female artists, but that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's terrible. How dare you?
How dare you?
So, you can go out to the post to see it. Now, some people are backing her up. A lot of people are not.
Oh my God, Keith Olbermann. I hope you got $7 billion to this, because that's how much damage you just did to your rep.
Right, yeah. And then there's people that are like, you've become the very thing you swore to destroy. And it goes on and on and on. And people are really pissed, and they're like, oh, it's all failing. The metaverse and NFTs are falling anyway. And
are they?
I don't know. Here, I picked out some of the ones here. There's a lot more on the tweet, but these are some of the ones I put up. The NFT, PFP, and now the metaverse ad. The money cannot be that tight, mother.
Oh, you'd be surprised. So,
go ahead.
Let's ask you to subscribe. Let's ask you to subscribe. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe. For more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys, over 261,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. No, we don't shill NFTs here on Clownfish TV, but we do talk about this situation because NFTs make Twitter very angry, even though Twitter itself has gone all in on NFTs, blockchain,
I know,
and
people
crypto.
point that out. Actually, Brie, please just go back to playing Animal Crossing. You're going down a path I can't follow. Now, Queen, how can I defend this one? Brie, no.
No.
And then they're like, about anyone who complained about the effects of the pandemic on people's brains is not allowed to say this game experience is good. This is ultimate immersion into a fake world. Yes, there are benefits to this technology, but living in it isn't one of them.
Living on Twitter isn't a good escape from the real world.
No, but they do, and that's fine when it's them.
I think there's like a legit phenomenon going on here called Twitter brain. Or twit brain for short. Because what happens is people live on Twitter and their brains get pickled because Twitter is not indicative of reality or real people or real conversations. So you can tell that people who spend a lot of time on Twitter use certain catchphrases and certain buzzwords, and they get outraged about everything. And you actually hear them in conversation, like on YouTube videos or on Discord chats or whatever. And it sounds in real life like they're speaking to other Twitter people.
Right. And the thing is, people mention that. They're like, what are they outraged about this time? Brie, look at me. This isn't you. Look at me. Stop this. This isn't okay. Have some class.
She's got lots of class.
And to think we fought for you and thought you were different. Seems like you need the money, which is fine and cool, but no longer will we try to defend you to others. Which we're going to talk about that in a minute. And then I think this is going to happen. I think this person's right. This random nerding. I hear Captain Marvel 2 tickets are going to have NFTs attached to them. I made this up, but it'll probably be true one day, given what Disney looking at NFTs and Warner's are giving them with physical trading cards.
Yeah.
Random nerding, I completely agree with you. I think you are completely right.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for that Ms. Marvel NFT with her new crystal powers. And they're going to totally forget about her stretchy hands.
How dare they? But then there's a lot of people saying, hey, welcome to our side. Well, glad you joined us. I said a rebel in the little corner. I love it. What's so controversial about this? People cry about everything these days.
Thank you.
You're such an idol. They're talking about, I don't understand the hate. Has no one ever heard of Second Life, World of Warcraft? No. Have I reached that age? Maybe she found it more comfortable for her to not physically interact with the outside. And by the way, some of you are judging. I can see why. And it goes on and on. But what was funny to me was some of the people that are defending her having a choice, the people that she, basically kind of shit on before. So we're going to bring us to this Inside the Magic article.
Inside the Magic.
You may have a moment.
I'm gonna right out of the gate. I really dislike this website. I dislike the people behind this website. There's a little bit of history, which I'm not going to go into.
Might have been somehow connected to like why we're not on the other blog anymore.
Yeah, the people that run this website, I think, are garbage people. That is an opinion. I'm allowed to state an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But
if you like them, okay.
If you like them, that's fine. Whatever.
But
I don't care.
This article's a real winner. And by the number of comments, you just hold your seat because this is about getting clicks. This is where it gets funny. Okay, so in defense of Brie,
this is an actual headline that shows up in news feeds. Brie Larson loses touch with reality. Fan are done with Captain Marvel star.
Fan are done.
Fan are done.
I've made typos in headlines before,
I
so I'm not going to ding them too much for that. That's not fair. But they're going on here, and that's how the headline is. Keep that in mind what the headline was, okay? And they're talking about her getting in trouble because of the post and all that, you know, and the NFTs, and they go on about that. So then they go on about what the metaverse is, and they come down here. Brie Larson is used to a specific subset of Marvel Cinematic Universe fans hating on her for no reason.
For no reason.
Her troubles began in 2018 when she received a Crystal Award at the Woman in Film Crystal plus Lucy Awards in Los Angeles.
That's not a real award.
She pointed out that the
Crystal Lucy? That sounds like a drug.
Plus Lucy, I don't know. She pointed out that the majority of film critics were older white men and that they needed to be more diversity in the field and more films not about the demographic that are made. Wait a minute. You said fans are mad. The fans that are mad at her are not the same fans that you're shitting on right here.
Wait. The very next sentence.
And based on the racist and sexist reviews for Pixar's latest film, Turning Red, she was right.
What the hell does that have to do with Brie Larson? She wasn't in it, and I'm sorry. Turning Red, if this is about the stupid Cinema Blend pulling down that guy's review, it was his opinion. It was literally just an opinion.
And he wasn't the one saying it was unapologetically horny.
No.
That was the woman.
Yeah.
So this writer has no effing clue what she's talking about because she's blaming it on that these people, she sees people hating her for no reason. Then she goes on foaming at the mouth about the people who didn't like Captain Marvel. And her comment did damage her because it was a really shitty thing to say. And then they're saying, because then they're trying to bring Turning Red into it to get more clicks, okay? This is all about getting clicks and using buzzwords. And then the Marvel fans see it as a sign that she has lost authenticity. No, but which is it? Which Marvel fans are you referring to? The toxic ones you talked about in the first sentence or the ones who actually are attacking her on Twitter now?
She is a Hollywood celebrity. Of course.
It's not the same group, though.
She's inauthentic.
It's not the same damn group. She's like labeling them all as the same people, but the people that are attacking her now are not the same people that didn't like Captain Marvel.
Basically, I stand for her. I was a Brie stan, and she hurt my feelings. And so now I'm going to write this bullshit article with a typo in the headline and use inside the tragic to spout off my opinions.
They kick her ass. Ever since Brie Larson became the first female lead of a Marvel movie, like a Marvel movie all on her own, but Black Widow was there long before Captain Marvel was, and everybody was mad she didn't get her own movie. So that's kind of disingenuous. The particular section of Marvel fans have done nothing but whine about her. They spread rumors that Marvel Studios could replace her, but she will return in Captain Marvel, The Marvels. She was supposed to have her own movie, and they put her in with a bunch of other people because she couldn't carry one herself. Honey.
I still think they're going to swap her out for Monica Rambeau before it's all said and done.
And that's something else. If you're going on about toxic people, you do know that people were asking for the diversity character of Monica Rambeau, who was the actual Captain Marvel, and before Carol Danvers.
Yeah, Carol Danvers, a little bit of comic book lore. Carol Danvers was she was Ms. Marvel. Mm-hmm. She got knocked into a coma by Rogue, and then we were introduced to Monica Rambeau in the early 1980s, a black woman who became the leader of the Avengers within a couple of years, and nobody blinked. And she actually was the first woman to have the Captain Marvel moniker. Yeah.
And people, if you look back, honey, you'll see that people were asking for her to be replaced with Monica Rambeau, which would have been a black woman playing the character, would have been a black woman lead in Marvel. That's what they were saying about. And quite frankly, I saw Captain Marvel, and she was like a side character in her own damn movie. Yeah. I'm sorry, but she was.
The movie was okay, but she was the weakest link.
Right. But again, you're going on about fans being mad at her about the metaverse, but then you're spending the entire article complaining about the opposite fans who are actually some of which are defending her in this situation. So you're full of shit.
How old is this writer?
I don't know. But then the comments. Oh, it keeps going on.
Holy shit.
They're not replacing her, which no one expected them to actually do that. No. So it goes on and on. This Caitlin Tasker. Okay. When she's not spending time wishing she could live at Disney World forever, she spends most of her time sitting back, reading her favorite comic books. But then why did you not know about Monica Rambeau? And any number of murder podcasts and probably whining on Twitter. The comments are funny.
I gotta see these comments.
As for Brie, act more, talk less about yourself. Randoms in the interwebs and aliases ruin the world. Article complains about the set of Marvel fans who don't like Larson no matter what, then skips down to the lane with them and essentially writes the same BS they spout. What's the point of this article?
Exactly. This is I love this. So, 2 years ago, Twitter and these media outlets would have dogpiled anybody who said anything negative or even lukewarm, criticizing Brie Larson, and now she deserves to just, die in a fire because she NFTs.
Right, but it's a different set of people that are complaining, and they're lumping up as the same people. Poorly researched article, bad writing, disappointment. Isn't this normal for this site? Why, yes, it is.
Yes.
They're like, hey, no way, Brie Larson is here to stay. This goes on, and people are like, that's not worth it. She wastes her time and money. It's nothing to cancel someone over. Nothing like a toxic feminist to bring nothing to the table. I knew one of you would make an appearance. Toxic feminist. Did you read the article? That's clearly a type of person who wrote this. I would agree. It just goes on and on and on. And they're like, you little jealous about Gina. They're going about Gina Carano. They're bringing Gina Carano into it.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay, Karen. I never heard of you before, but you seem to have a very warped perspective on these things. It's kind of funny. It's amazing how you could turn on articles about comic books and movies into a rant about sexism and racism. I'm sorry that you think white woman is a valid epithet. It's disgusting. Do you understand this is why people hate wokester? Why people hate wokester is?
So here's the thing. Inside the Magic, under previous ownership, used to be a nice little website talking about Disney fandom and theme parks objectively, and Ricky Brigani was in charge of it, and he had a long-running podcast, and it was a pretty positive community. And now it's the National Enquirer. It's worse than we are. Inside the Magic is 10 times worse than we are.
I know, but they get media access.
They have media access, Disney. What the hell?
Everyone needs to leave her alone. So silly. What a waste of time. Please stop trying to manufacture controversy where none exists. Oh my God, who wrote this article is full of shitzer. Like, get canceled from a movie for buying crypto or to be part of Metaverse. The deluded person who wrote this has no clue what they're talking about. Like, all crypto is a scam and bad for the environment. LOL. I think is a jealous person who tried to attack her with ridiculous accusations. It goes on. But it's just, I'm done with the site. I want their articles about Disney, not this crap.
Well, here's the problem, Jay. I hate to break it to you. And again, I do agree. Inside the Magic used to be a pretty decent theme park blog. The problem is well-researched theme park blog articles and middle of the road news doesn't generate all these comments and all these views.
These are women. Caitlin, honey, you can't let your biases keep you from thinking people exclusively hated Brie in 2018 because she was a woman. No, it was because she was a terrible actress and has an even worse personality in real life. This further proves it. Develop a spine for once and stop letting Twitter be the first one to criticize the elite. Marlene, didn't know there were any fans of female Captain Marvel. And it goes on and on. I saw this yesterday, and I saw the comments, and it was glorious then, and it's gotten much better since. But...
Wow.
Wait, go ahead.
No, it goes on and on and on. This is why they write articles like this.
But they call the article what they did about fans being mad at her about the crypto and the metaverse, or the metaverse and the NFTs. And then they turn the whole article into why all the shitty fans are terrible because they didn't like her in Captain Marvel.
Fans are done with Brie.
That's right. But the thing is, it's like they're two different groups of people.
It's all the same.
So you're just using this to try to white knight for Brie Larson.
Something Brie Larson, something toxic fans, something. NFTs are bad. Yeah, environment burning.
That's pretty much
That's pretty much it. God, I can't. And neither can she. She can't show her face on Twitter again.
She doesn't care. Y'all getting your ass mad about her doing this and buying NFTs and doing the metaverse, but she's allowed to do that. That's her choice. She's getting paid. She don't care if you're pissed.
And here's the thing: you're gonna learn someday Someday you'll learn. Actors are actors, and a lot of times they play to a particular crowd because they get support and they get buzz for their movies, and a lot of times their payout depends on the number of asses that show up in the seats for their movies.
Well, or they just fake the numbers of asses that show up in the seats in the movies, as evidence with Captain Marvel.
That's a whole nother issue. Now everybody's probably gonna be like, yeah, you're right, she did. She single-handedly faked all those ticket sales to Captain Marvel, and then she turned around and bought a bunch of NFTs.
Truth always lies in the middle.
Anyway, we're going to wrap this up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.